Okay, so findings and conclusion. Findings and conclusion is normally done at the end of every findings and conclusion is normally done at the end of every research, whether you are a multi-million near company, big huge big box company. Whenever the company actually asks for a research to be done, the main thing that they're looking for is the findings, and the findings actually mirrors a response to the research aims and objectives. So, everything that you have actually done, right, you are practically going to be now focused on answering the questions, or should I say, the statements that were actually given at the research aims section. So, what I normally ask my students to do is just to temporary that is just to copy and paste their research aims that were outlined right after the introduction. Remember we looked at that? Okay, cool. So they copy the aims and the objectives, they copy it over to findings and conclusions. And then now they would read each, and for each they would actually answer it. But they would answer it in not in sentence form like we would have a paragraph, because that would actually create a problem with the word limit. And that's a problem. One time it was 1,500, but CXC kind of don't want to pay the people them to. Anyway, that's a different story. Alright, so it's 1,200 words, something there about. So I normally ask them to copy that and put it there, and for each of the aims, they actually answer it. So therefore, if you have 3 aims, if you have 3 objectives, if you have 2 aims, if you have 2 objectives, that means you're going to have 2 or 3 strong conclusion. Conclusion is practically the same thing as findings, right? But it's just that the last sentence, you're going to conclude that that is a problem, and the main problem is such and such and such and such. The finding is what you actually discovered in the research, but the conclusion is like you're saying, yeah man, it is a problem, right? So yeah, practically it, and you practically get your 4 marks. So finding and conclusion very easy. Once you have your research aims and your objectives outlined, you're not supposed to have any problem actually with findings and conclusion. So instead of you know if and but wondering what you're gonna write, you just copy paste. Now when you finish, you just take out the research aims and you just put findings and conclusion at the top, right? And you just leave what you write there, and you should be good. Alright, so join me next time. Yeah, each time my video is kind of getting shorter because I'm eating down to the end. Alright, so join me next time as I share my references and my appendices, which will be my last presentation on CSEC CXC Geography